Having the right tool for the job, it's an old adage you've heard a lot of different times before. The reason is it's true. Just having the right tool is going to make it faster, safer, easier. So I'm at Brothers Tech Center today, just like I am every single week, showing you how to get your truck back on the road and looking good. Today, we're going to look at the different tools we sell that make your life easier when you're working on your truck. Let's take a look over here. Now, bezel, yeah, sure, you can just get a screwdriver and just stick it in that little slot there and get a hammer and knock on it, but more than likely you're going to do damage to that bezel. If your screwdriver misses and scratches up your bezel or your dash, you're going to be really upset. This guy right here, really inexpensive, just slides right into the slots like that. Now you can unscrew this and screw it in, and everything's going to be nice, easy, safe, and you're not going to damage anything. The little guy right here, same basic thing. You see the two prongs sticking out, and it's for all your smaller bezels, headlight bezel, defrost, miscellaneous things over the years. So this guy here will be for. So a couple of bucks, gonna save you a lot of time and trouble. This funny guy right here, this is for your door handles. So when they're on, you can't really see this clip right here, and the clip's a little difficult to get hold of. So what you do is you just get this guy right here, and this will simply slide right in, and it's going to push the edge of this clip out, and then you'll be able to take your door handle off. Give me a second, I got to go get that. So these clips are really springy and they'll take off on you like that. So you got to keep an eye on them. Now, when you're going to be putting your door back together again, I swear out of all the jobs I have doing all the metal work and all the body work, the job I hate the most is putting this clip back into one of these handles without this. This guy right here, you just simply put it right in this little slot on the end. And now I can go ahead and position this, and I can get this on without any trouble at all. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't care if this thing was $1,000, I'd buy it. It's not, it's like really cheap. Now, you see me use these a lot, patch panel clamps. Just as a quickie little reminder, you got this guy here, it's just going in your slot there. You simply take your patch panel, you put this in there, and then you clamp it down. Now when you're doing your patch panels, you'll make sure that you have a nice flush butt weld. You don't want to do an overlap weld when you're doing metal work. That overlap is going to harbor moisture. It's going to rust out back on you again. You're going to want to do a butt weld, and this is going to help you set that up correctly. Next, another tool I'm sure that you've seen me use a lot because I know you subscribed and I know you've been watching all my videos. And I know you've watched my videos on how to rebuild your vent windows. Now in here you'll notice that there's a funny little point in the middle of this, and that is going to be going right into the top of your rivet, and when you hammer it down, it'll take that top and it'll flare it out correctly and curl it upside down so that it's all looking original equipment and all nice and firm, and it's not going to become hard on you in the years to come. Another nice little tool. Next, we've got Hog Ring Pliers. What is a Hog Ring Plier for? Well, when you're doing your upholstery on your seat, there are these wires that go through the upholstery, and the wire is going to be going right through here. So you'll put this on your upholstery where the wire's feeding through, and then you're just going to clamp this down. And if you don't have this little tool, it doesn't look like much to bend up these little hog rings, but if you just try to do it with a simple pair of pliers and things like that, it's really difficult. I know you wouldn't think so at first glance, but what the hog ring pliers have that no other plier has is this groove right here on both sides. And that holds on to the hog ring real secure, so that you're easily able to just bend that like that. So getting upholstery, you got to get this guy. All right, so let's move up to our Firewall. You're putting your firewall in when you're getting done with your car, and you're going to put your sound deadening up on your firewall there on the inside. These are the little pieces that you stick through the sound deadening and into the firewall. So if you just simply take this piece here and try to push it on or hammer it on, what happens is it kind of takes the back end and it kind of flares it out. So it makes it even harder to go in. So you get this one, and then all your pressure's at your front. And then all these here will simply slide right on through the metal nice and easy when you're pushing it through. So really simple little thing, but this saves a lot of time. This is a lot faster to install that sound deadening on your firewall. You're going to be doing your glass, and you've got lock channel in your bead. That's what this guy's for. The front of it, what it does is that when you're pushing this through, it's spreading apart the bead, and then, or spreading apart your rubber on the glass, and then you're going to be feeding your lock bead right through there. So this will just go right like that. So I'm sure you saw the video on that. Also really inexpensive. Now, when you're working with glass, you're doing one-piece window kits, what have you, you're taking your glass back out. Plastic spatulas are really going to help you. They're not going to scratch your paint like a screwdriver would, and they're not going to do damage because you're taking your pressure point and you're spreading it out a larger area. If you just have a skinny little screwdriver right in that one spot, you're going to have a lot of pressure, and you're more than likely going to damage things, dent them up, what have you. So a couple of plastic things like this, they're going to save your time, trouble, and money on paint jobs you don't have to fix. So the last thing I got to show you is this right here, wire crimpers. If you're doing electrical, this is just going to be invaluable. Now, this is what's known as a insulated end on a terminal here, okay? And this is not for this. These just crimp really easy. Those crimpers you can find anywhere, nice and easy. This is for your plastic end, okay? And you'll notice there's two different places that are clamping right here. One's clamping only on the wire. The other is only clamping on the plastic or the rubber insulation on the wire. So this way you're getting double hold on there. Clamp on the wire, clamp on the plastic. Now, if you just go try to use your normal crimpers and things like that, trying to do this is practically impossible. But you go get this guy, and it does both of these crimps at the same time. You just simply put your electrical connection into the right slot here. You'll see you have several different sizes for larger or thinner wires, and you'll just pick the right one for your connector here. You'll put it in there, you'll put your wire in there, and then you'll just simply clamp it down and pull it back out, and now you're going to have a professional crimp on both of these, and you're going to be able to do your electrical wiring a lot faster and not have any problems in the future. This here is probably my favorite tool next to this tool right here. So again, my name is David Welch at Brothers Tech Center every single week, making sure your truck gets back on the road. You make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram, whatever else they've come up with, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because next week I'm going to show you something else, and if you miss it, you're going to feel bad. You're going to complain to the wife. She doesn't like that stuff. It's just going to go on. Just never mind. Just subscribe.